Three hours after the conclusion, arrive at the national capital to commence their 38-day tour of Australia. Rain fails to dampen the welcome to Her Majesty, who is in the King's Hall. After hearing speeches by government and opposition leaders, the Queen says to the Prime Minister,
"I'm delighted to forgive you and your two parliamentary colleagues for your charming speeches this evening. I'm also very happy to note that on this occasion you are all of one mind."
Majesty, who is attended by the Prime Minister. The Queen's state gown of white satin is embroidered in pearls and diamonds. Of Canberra.
I find it difficult to realize that all this has grown up in 50 short years. It is a wonderful achievement and an inspiring sight to see a great and gracious city taking shape almost before one's eyes. The first time I came to Australia, everything was new, although not necessarily strange. This time, I am looking forward to an even more interesting visit, as I shall be able to see many.
This is the first. Other welcomes may be less spectacular, but there'll be no less warmth and loyalty anywhere in Australia.
Morning. I find it difficult to realize that all this has grown up in 50 short years. It is a wonderful achievement and an inspiring sight to see a great and gracious city taking shape almost before one's eyes. The first time I came to Australia, everything was new, although not necessarily strange. This Australia to play an increasingly important part on the world stage. Perhaps even more significant for Australians has been the modern pioneering in the far north and northwest. The partnership of science and engineering with man and nature is harnessing precious water, coaxing the land into useful production, and building new towns in remote areas. These are the foundations for what I hope will be thriving and prosperous communities in the future. And I'm looking forward to visiting some of these areas with great interest.
You are among your colleagues. There are clever people in the world, at least so I understand.
I shall also be able to make comparisons with what I remember of our last visit. And I am quite sure that I shall be greatly impressed by the many developments and the progress of the last 9 years. In many cases,